So we start episode 8 with a problem, as you can see here. So I put Caesar in the town. I was trying to pacify the province I just took. I took a few turns, everything was pretty stable. I had Caesar in the town, I had Mark Antony within range, reinforcement range, and yeah, the tribe in the southwest suddenly declared war and rushed in, attacked me, and the reinforcements are nowhere to be seen. Not really sure how I'm going to play this, but what I'm thinking is that all I got to do is preserve Caesar's army. So if they capture the control point, I can put my garrison army in the control point, hold these guys back, and their army is just enormous. And in the meantime, pull Caesar out to an open field. See if I can retreat. If I can't retreat, I'm just gonna have to play it out and see what I can do. Here goes nothing. Try and keep it shorter than previous battles, but again, this may be a bit of a long one, simply because of the number of troops I'm facing. They're not amazing troops, but there are just going to be so many of them, and the Gauls, any kind of Celtic tribe, again, they just bum rush you, which makes tactics more difficult. I'm not seeing an option for retreat here, so if I'm not able to move Caesar's army out at all, I'm just gonna have to fight this one out. Can I see their troops? Right, here we go. Let's have a look at them. I'd love to know how good these guys are. Iberian swordsmen, but I don't think I can get that information. They're all basically the same. I mean, they're not outstanding troops, but there are going to be plenty of them. Well, fuck it, I think I'm going to have to play on the basis of defense. I'm going to have to defend this. With that in mind, I'm going to have to figure out what's the best way to do it. That's the capture point, that's what they're going to go for, that's what the AI is set to do. I guess I could put some units down here, especially if I have those, where are they? Yeah, here we go. I can use the garrison army first, and I got some slingers, so they can kind of just sit there and counter any charges. Well, these guys can counter charges, the slingers can pick them off from behind. Got these other skirmishers and pop them here to add more fire. I guess that kind of takes care of the front rank. I'll put the levy freemen way up front here to soak up the first charge.
Form a screen with your shields!
Okay. Can't stretch them out, unfortunately. Yeah, because the enemy are here, they're pretty much, I mean, it's pretty much guaranteed they're going to swarm down here. They may come around the sides, so I'm going to keep my legionaries off to the sides and kind of back to make sure I don't get flanked. I'm going to put my artillery units smack in the middle and just have them add as much fire as possible. If they start getting threatened, I'll have them drop their equipment and then hide behind some legionaries or something like that. Put them on auto fire so I don't need to worry about controlling them. I'm going to have the cavalry come out to... There's no point in having them take part in a defense, firstly, and secondly, let me just close this wall off here. Create a wall, rather. Defensive testudo. Just 1 second. Yeah, let's have to think about this corner. It's going to make more sense to defend across the whole corner.
and defend. Melee infantry at your command.
Just put 2 units back here. I'm not expecting too much trouble back there, but I've got to close it off, and then I'll have 3 units free. Let's put them there, along with Caesar. Put Caesar in the middle in case he needs to rally. So yeah, tactics pretty simple. It's a defensive line, hold as much as possible, let them wear themselves out, and then see where, well, the one thing I can do is move the cab, form a group from those guys.
Their families, their gods. This duty may be a heavy burden, but it is a proud one. Now, to arms!
To arms. Bring it. So I've only got these 3 units that I've left free to reinforce. I haven't brought my legionaries up the front here. Maybe it's a good idea to, I guess, bring those legionaries forward up here? Nah. Let's just see what happens first. A cav. I'm gonna try and flank. What are these units? Okay, I'm gonna take out their light horse. Some youths, and I can't attack their spearmen. That's good. My artillery are working on their front units. Artillery, you gotta hit more than 1 unit. Hitting 1 unit alone isn't good enough. Right, there's their cav. I'll take them out first. Where are their reinforcements coming from? Can't see any yet. Come on, attack. So I set my cav to attack their light horse. My siege units are doing some decent work here. I'm going to get my artillery to fire in the biggest, thickest mass of men. There we go, Levy Freeman doing their jobs, taking up the first charge, while my skirmishers do their job. There we go. I'm just going to hit the cav at the back there. They shouldn't last long. Oh, I can set these guys to Draco, which, what does that do? Bonus versus cavalry, yep. Okay, so it's all going according to plan so far. Just got to make sure my artillery keep firing into the middle, don't fire on my own men. How's their... Okay, their horse is still doing okay. Where are their reinforcements? Still can't see them. Okay, so nothing to worry about just yet. Gallic hunters, I'm going to send my cav in. Ah, veteran shield warriors, right, I've got my artillery working on those guys. Light horse, there's only 32 left, so I'm going to start bringing my cav around. I've got to hit their archers, which there they are, the Gallic hunters. At the front ranks doing shit. Okay, I need to bring up my free legionaries. Pop them there. Move the slingers back to... They're going to kind of sit on the artillery. I'm going to move my Celtic skirmishers back. Alright, so I've got my cav back here. I've just left the horse for the moment. We're going to take out their slingers and their hunters, the archers. I do kind of wonder what my artillery's doing. Oh, they've nearly run out of ammo, so not something I really need to worry about anymore. Okay, so the spearmen have come in to reinforce their skirmishers. I'm going to pull out my cav. And then my legionaries, where are they? Okay, good. Just trying to highlight these 3 units. Need to move them up to be the next line of defense. Get them in testudo. Keep moving the cav out. One of those units is looking worse for wear. Still any sign? Still no sign of their reinforcements. Okay. It's all going okay so far. So I can't... No. I cannot retreat. So if to save this unit of cav here, only 21 of them left, I'm going to pull them out of the group. I got my 3 remaining units that I'm going to use independently. This unit of cav, I may even just hide them in that forest there, which is like the equivalent of retreating. I'm going to bring my cav in and try and hit these guys in the rear. Alright, so my artillery run out of ammo, so I'm going to pull them back. They've dropped their siege weapons. Pull them back to safety. Take out the rest of their archers. My cav. The garrison units are holding out just about. Oh shit. My artilleries have been pulled in, which I didn't want just yet. So those spearmen are just still chasing my still chasing the cav, and I've got to make sure they don't get caught. Okay, so I've got my legionaries here, they're getting attacked. I'm going to pull my cav out, so I don't need to worry about them. I'm going to work on reinforcing this left flank here. I can pull this unit out. I'm going to create a 3rd line here. Okay. Skirmishers, they're getting low on ammo, so becoming less important to the battle. Slingers are still useful. So I'm going to take these guys, put them in testudo. As always, I'm going to watch this unit and pull them out when they start getting down to like 70. They're leaving my cav alone, which gives me a little bit of leeway. What can I do with them? Still no... Oh, fuck. Right, here they come. Shit, here are the fucking reinforcements. This is going to be a nasty, bloody battle. Alright, so I've got to pull my ballista back. Get my legionaries securing this avenue. Fuck their horse. The cav are coming around. I'm going to pull these 2 units back. No, I can't. Shit. I don't know why my cav are coming that way. Pull them back out. Got to create a defensive wall with these 2 units. They've got way more than me, so this is going to be trouble. Line these guys up. Shit, running out of time. Come on. Get defensive testudo to 3 units. We're going to come up to support these guys. My cav. I need to stop there being 2 fronts, so I need to come up and hit. Fuck. This defense is weakening too. Shred. So I've got to take one of these units, bring them up to this side. This is looking bad. Okay. So I'm going to use my cav to hit these guys in the rear. What I really don't need is a fight on 2 fronts. Leave one of those units, bring the other set of legionaries up. Move my skirmishers out, because they're going to get hit by cav otherwise. Down. Bring my slingers over. Got to counter these. These skirmishers who are Alright. These skirmishers, they're doing nothing now because they've run out of ammo. Yeah, that's it. So my cav... Ah, sweet. So my cav hit that side. Hit them in the rear. Broken that whole side of the army. Which gives me a fighting chance. Now I can pull my units back. Guys who were defending that side, I can pull them back. Hang on. So I've got to reinforce this side. Oh man, I've got to be quick too. The cav are just finishing off their survivors, but let's leave that for the moment. We've got a more important job to do. Right, defensive testudo, you two, you're doing okay. Okay, they're not. That's not looking too good. I need more units up there. Alright, let's organise ourselves. Get Onager, Ballista, let's get you guys out to safety. That's going to be my safety zone here. 2, 3. Alright, I'm going to create a second line of defence there. Slingers, you gotta fucking fire. Hit any... Yeah, okay. They stop firing when ah, shit. This defence here is not quite tight enough, so I've got to pull that in. It's not enough of a wall, so it's not going to hold. These guys... Just 1 minute. What I expect is going to happen on this side is these 2 units... Is it 2 units? 3 units are going to get beaten. Or worn down at the very least. And then... create a group there. I'll be able to use these cav to hit them in the rear and hopefully break them. This side, there's 2 units at the front. Okay, I need to pull these guys out, or they're just gonna. It's gonna be a lost unit. Again, I may lose the first row, but I have a second, and I'm gonna pull up the legionaries who are hurt and use them as a final defense. Triarii, if you like. Now they had 3 groups of reinforcements, so I'm just looking around to make sure there's no one I haven't spotted yet, but it seems fine. Get my slingers firing on anyone really. Spearmen or where are the veterans? Alright, leave that, I don't have time. Get these guys in defensive testudo. This unit with red, I brought them back just to try and save the unit, assuming I beat the battle. What do I have here? Loyalty of the 10th. Defense unbreakable. It's going to be useful.
Understood.
So this side here, I've made unbreakable. Cooling down time for nearby units' abilities. Cooling down time, I don't see what that does, so I'm going to ignore that for the moment. And now really, I don't see there's a great deal I can do anymore. I've got my cav, they're not ready to be hitting the rear yet. Neither of these guys, there's just too many of them. I'm going to have to wait this one out a little bit, as much as it sucks. The only spare units I have are these skirmishers, and if I'm going to throw them in, that needs to be a very last ditch attempt. I could deal with those skirmishers, so I'm going to take my cav, flank around, hit them in the rear, maybe hit this group once and then leave. Other than that, I'm just trying to watch that my none of my units get down too far. Right, let's get rid of these skirmishers. Maybe we can zoom in and watch that charge. Oh, I've got something new to try for you guys. Apparently you can do cinematic mode. It's like H or Control H. I'll have to look that up. There is a cinematic mode which you can use. I'll have a look afterwards. Let's just make sure I hit the right unit. Yes, okay, good. These guys shouldn't last long at all. Come on, kill them. Take out those skirmishers. I'll be able to hit these guys. Excuse me. Able to hit these guys in the rear because they're all facing the wrong direction. Yeah, there we go. Nearly broken. Shit, there's more. Ah, we found a unit of archers. But I should be able to reach them just in time. The skirmishers haven't broken yet, so I'm going to take... Fuck. One of my units. Okay, I'm just finished them off. And now they bring out their horse. Which puts me in trouble. This unit, 21. Oh god. They took the horse back. Oh fuck, look at this. This is becoming a problem. I'm gonna have to move away from Cav and try and save some of these units of legionaries. Okay, so it's this side where they're doing worse. Pull these two units back. My Cav, you see here, not sure they're going to be much use for a as a flanking force anymore. Damn, I've got these 3 units. There's barely anything left. Right, I have no choice. I'm going to have to take one of these fresh units, move them up to reinforce this side. I'm severely outnumbered here. I'm going to have to do whatever possible just to try and salvage that side. I'm going to have to bring in the cab. Got light horse to get through first. Fuck it. Do what I can. Try and save Draco for the final moment. That unit's lined up. Get them in Testudo ready. These guys are holding that section. Have to pull these guys back. Pull these guys back. In a bad way. I'm gonna lose the cab, I expect. And I may lose some legionary units. Okay. Time to bring in the last ditch attempt. Gonna take the skirmishers, bring them round to try and flank. I've got to pull these cab out if I want to save any of the units. These legionaries need to pull them back if I want to try and save them. Let's take them out of Testudo, give them a final burst of energy. And they're going to come down and hit this unit of fresh legionaries. Going to leave them in Testudo. Just using very last strength here, basically. Let's have a little rally. Skirmishers round. Rally the troops. Rally and inspire these guys. second wind to them. They must be exhausted. And inspire them as well. Everything I can do. Get this unit up. Fuck it, I'm out. I don't want to send Caesar in yet, not unless it's utterly desperate. I'm going to save him for the final charge. Last of my cav. Send them in on the last of their... Ooh, I lost a unit. Send them in on the last of their horse. Wait for these guys to hit my legionaries. And I'm going to hit them in the rear. This might not end up looking pretty. This may be my first loss of the game. There might be nothing I can do about it. I've got to pull these guys out. Don't understand why my second army didn't reinforce like they should have. I'm going to lose all my cav units anyway, so fuck it. I'm going to leave them in the fight. My skirmishers are hitting these from the rear as well. Lost another unit. Right, down to my final unit there. Now I need to use my skirmishers. Fuck me, this is horrible. I'm not going to win this. They just got too many. It's going to be a complete loss. So, time to bring out Caesar. Time to charge. I'm going to send Caesar round the back here. The last of my legionaries. Put them on a last ditch attempt at defense. Oh, fuck it, I'll send them on the attack. They're doing no good otherwise.
You have orders, sir. Advance at speed. At speed.
Send the ballista out. They're the two units I really don't want to lose. I can't renew them yet. Some skirmishers coming back in. They're useless. Look at this. It's my final legionaries now. Send them in on the attack. Just hoping. Hoping for a miracle. This ain't gonna work, but fuck it. I'll have taken out most of their army and then take revenge on the next turn. I'll have lost Caesar. He won't die as such. He'll end up injured. Fuck, I'll send these skirmishers in as well. Caesar doesn't die. Just gets injured, and then after a certain amount of time, he'll be able to come back. God, they're just murdering me. Bloody murder. Just too many of them. Here comes Caesar. There's Caesar there. Ah, and he's getting flanked. Would you believe it? That's Caesar there. So hiding in the bush. He got flanked himself by another unit of cav, so I'm going to pull him out. Reform for a second charge on the cav that just charged him. Oh god. Not many left. An attack. Nah, this is it. It's done. Let's just watch. Let's watch his final moments. There he is. Let's watch Caesar go down. Who's going to be the one to take him out? He's just standing there. Let's have him use the last of his abilities.
Fear nothing. Orders understood. Victoria, lead us.
Where is he? There he is. It's going to be the last man standing. Oh shit. That's not what you want to see, is it? There's no point even reforming. Oh, it's done. Caesar's still there. Oh, there he goes. That was Caesar, he just went down. Now I get to watch the final charge. This will be the end of the army. And I have been annihilated. Oh, it's a disaster. There's nothing I can do either. There's no point even hiding these troops. That's it. Done. Concede defeat. Oh man. It's not how it was supposed to be. Lost Caesar. Shit, I lost everyone. Fuck. That is gutting. Down he goes. Oh, Caesar's down. Should be dead. I'm gonna lose a settlement. And I'll be able to show you what I mean. There should have been 2 armies defending that settlement, not the one. So something went wrong. What? Something that's really lacking in this game is the ability to check, you know, to bring up the tactical map, strategic map, and see who the fuck you're talking about here. You know, I don't remember who the Remi are, I don't remember who these guys are, so I'm gonna decline just because I don't have enough information. Settlement sacked. Agent killed and a rebellion. Julius Caesar is wounded. Where is he? So they didn't take the settlement, they just sacked it and left. That is what I'm talking about. Look, these fucking guys, this army was there specifically to defend, to reinforce Caesar. And it was these guys down here who attacked me. Motherfuckers. Only one thing for it. That's to wipe them off the face of the earth. It's these guys. These guys here who declared war and attacked me. Time for you to die.